Hello, hi, how are you doing? My name is Cornelius Katumba, and I'll be taking you through the presentation of our application that me and my Scrum team were able to go through. So, the name of our Scrum team, it was called Agile Portfolio, and the name of our group, it was called African Innovators. So our product idea, it was to create an application whereby church members can be able to access their tithing. So the name of our application or the product idea is Faith Finance. So Faith Finance is an application that is designed to help church members and church leaders manage and track tithes and offering in a simple way. The goal is to create a digital platform where members can stay consistent in their contribution while generating reports and improving final accountability. And this application, it aims to encourage faithful giving to church members. So the name of our Scrum team, as I've said before, it was African Innovators. And so the first time when we were working on this application, the first sprint goal, the goal for the sprint was to develop a low fidelity wireframe for the Faith Finance platform that enables church members to register securely and manage tithes payments. So we were able to create the low fidelity wireframes, and we're able to make an increment of all the member registration, and we had notable changes, wireframe highlights, registration, and securely allowing members to create profile while adding an extra outlets, wireframe registrations, the displays, and the emails. And then on the next week, we were able to have a sprint goal of creating medium fidelity wireframes of the Faith Finance application. And this was just moving from the low fidelity and then now moving on to the medium fidelity. And we had increment enhancing monthly reminder notification system. And then we had notable changes on the wireframes, enhanced monthly reminder notification, improved user interface structure, improved the progress tracking for monthly giving, and added contribution progresses. And on the side, this is how the wireframe was looking when it was now in medium fidelity wireframe. And then we move on to the next, which was the medium fidelity to high fidelity wireframes. So the goal was to transform the medium fidelity wireframes into high fidelity user-centered mobile application designs by improving visual appeal, navigation, notification features, payment workflows, and overall user experience, while creating a real representation of the final app product. And then we had increments, and then those were the notable changes that we worked on that week. And then now for the last one, it was to develop the high fidelity mockup of Faith Finance application that is intuitive, professional, and offer useful functionality experience for managing tithe contribution and reminders. And on this one, it was the last one, and we were very confident that our application was going to be very effective to the church members. We had increments, successfully transformed high fidelity wireframes into complete, and the notable changes: we upgraded the Faith Finance application, added polished biometric authentication, improved dashboards and visualization. And this is how our application now looked. And this is the splash screen when you enter the screen of the application. This is the onboarding and member registration. And this is how even the notification will be showing. And when we're working on this application, the lessons learned, we had a lot of issues, but one I would like to talk about is testing. So testing was left until the end of the sprint instead of being integrated through the development. And this impacted several defects because of the late testing, which delayed delivery and required urgent fixes. and this increased stress on the team and reduced confidence in the release quality. Like we kept on going back because of figuring out a problem when we reached the final stage of the week or of the sprint. And then the recommendation was adopt continuous testing by including question and answer tasks, which each user story and automating regression test. This ensures caught up early. This ensures issues are caught up early, reduces last minute surprise, and improves overall product. And one thing that I learned that was an agile principle was build projects around motivated individuals. Like this is a very huge principle that I had to learn and experience myself, as sometimes the motivation that we had as team members was not the same, and this sometimes dragged how we were able to finish a sprint and how the overall application time was used. So if you find a team and you start to build an application or a project around people that are very interested in the application and they have a desire to finish it, you will be able to finish the task on time and you'll be able to provide quality results. So yes, thank you very much. This is how our faith finance application was all about, and we actually hope that a lot of people will be able to benefit from this application, as we feel that it impacts people and it helps people to have um, more faith in how they will be able to do their first offerings, their tithing, and their giving. And we really enjoyed working on this application, as it made us learn lessons that will stick to us for a long time, and we learned a lot of agile principles that I'm sure we'll be able to provide and we'll be able to apply on the next projects. Thank you.